Welcome back to the Presence of Being podcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our community. I've never actually recorded these videos like this, so I don't even know which way to look, but yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our community. So a lot of these recordings come about while I'm in flow, recording TikTok videos, for example, and I'll get inspired to talk about something, and I'm not going to spend the 10 minutes talking about it on TikTok. I'll make like a 2-minute video over there, a 3-minute video over there. And if I have more to say or I want to talk about it in more depth, then I'll record a longer form video like this, for example, like I'm about to do, and then have it for the podcast. So in a recent TikTok video, I spoke about how if you're an ambitious person, you're never really going to feel like, even if you got to your goals, you're never going to feel like satisfied ultimately. Chances are, if you're watching this video, chances are you probably are into self-development and you probably have a goal. You probably have something that you're working towards. And I can pretty much guarantee you that once you get to that goal, there's going to be something else that you want, and there's going to be something else that you set out to do and start working towards. You're never truly going to be ultimately satisfied or fulfilled once you get to your goal, because there's always going to be more that you want. Eventually, when you get to your goal, it's just going to become normal and natural for you to have it, and you're just going to set a new goal, and you're going to start working towards that goal. Really think about it. If you're an ambitious person, you're still going to be an ambitious person after you get to your goals. And hopefully this is exciting to you. There's always more to do. There's always more to get. You're always going to feel like you want to go out and make more things happen. At least I know that's true for me. There's always going to be more. You're never going to feel like enough. There's always more to get. There's always more to experience, always more to enjoy. And that's why I think when people place such a importance on getting to their goals, they think that once they get there, they're going to be ultimately satisfied or ultimately fulfilled, when that's just not the case. Eventually, you will want something else. So it's really not the end-all be-all. Your goal may feel out of reach because you put it up on a pedestal and you feel like it's way more valuable than you, when in reality, it's not any more valuable than you. It's just different than what you're currently experiencing. And when you take it off the pedestal by realizing that you're whole, full, and complete now, and by realizing that there's going to be something else that you want after you get there, you take your goal off the pedestal, you decrease its perceived weight, and then you're just in the moment, you're here now, you're grateful for what you have now, and you just take one step at a time. You put one foot in front of the other, while knowing that there's valuable lessons to be gained and learned in each moment, each step that you take, knowing that there's opportunities for growth in each moment that we have, in each step that you take, and focusing on what you can control, which is literally how you show up and who you are in this very moment, the only moment that we have. There's probably a goal that you once had that you now have. And yes, I'm sure you were grateful for it, hopefully, when you finally got there, when you finally achieved that goal. But over the coming days, the coming weeks, maybe the coming months, it just became natural and normal for you to have it. You just had it and it became normal. Maybe at one point in the past, you thought, if only I got here, if only I reached this destination, then I would have everything I wanted, I'd be fully satisfied. Well, if that was the case, then you probably wouldn't have set a new goal, right? You probably would have just been content with where you are and happy with where you are, and that's it. And I'm not saying you're not happy because you're setting new goals. I'm just saying it didn't provide you with that ultimate fulfillment or ultimate satisfaction, because there's something else that you want. There's something else that you're trying to get externally, which is cool, which is great. I'm ambitious also, but I'm just saying there's always more to get. You're never really going to feel content, which is interesting, but I think the ultimate feeling of fulfillment and satisfaction that you get comes from within. You can achieve all the goals that you want externally. You can pursue all the goals that you want externally, but you're never going to feel like enough unless you have that foundation built within, where you just know that you're whole now And you don't need the things that you want externally to provide those feelings of fulfillment internally. I've said this so many times, but when you truly start becoming present in the moment, you start to understand that you're whole, full, and complete right now as you are. Then the things that you want externally, like your happiness, your fulfillment, your satisfaction, isn't dependent upon getting to some external goal. Then you become free because your happiness and joy is not dependent upon something outside of you. Whatever is required of you in the moment, you take action in the moment from this place of wholeness, from a whole, full heart. And that's a really powerful place to come from. Needy energy is so repelling. And when you need things to happen, you try to control everything, like that repels people, that repels the things that you want. If you approach reaching your goals from this place of wholeness and fullness and completeness and confidence, quiet confidence in yourself, and you have faith, things just become so much easier. When you realize that getting to your goals is not the end all be all, like you're whole, full, complete now, and there's also going to be more things that you want after you reach that dream, that goal that you've been working so hard to get to, its weight decreases. I'm not saying that it's not significant to you. I'm not saying that it's not important to you. I'm just saying that there's going to be more that you want. There's always more to get. There's always more to experience. There's always going to be something else that you want. But when you just take action and set new goals from this place of wholeness, it becomes way more enjoyable because it really does not have power over you. You don't need it to happen. It's cool if it did happen, but you're good with yourself either way. Also, keep in mind that life consists of ups and downs. And even if you got to your goal, that doesn't mean that everything is going to be perfect in your life. There's still going to be things you have to navigate. There's still going to be ups. There's still going to be downs. There's still going to be some problems that are going to come up, and you're going to have to find solutions to those problems. Just because you got to your goal doesn't mean life is going to be perfect and you're not going to have any problems. It's just not the case. Walk confidently and take action from this place of wholeness, knowing that you're whole now, you're complete now, and also getting to your goals is cool, but it's really not the end all be all because there's always going to be something else that you want. There's always going to be more to experience. There's always going to be more to get. And that's just life. You're never really going to be fully satisfied unless that satisfaction comes from within, generates and is created internally. When you're fully satisfied within yourself and you've built that foundation with yourself internally, things become a lot easier and way more enjoyable when you've built that foundation with yourself internally. Getting to your goals would be cool, of course. Think about it, visualize it, see it, get emotionally involved with the idea of getting to your goals. That is a lot of fun to do. You genuinely start to feel like you already are that person, or you already have the things that you want. But with that being said, know that there is going to be something else that you want. There's going to be new visions. There's going to be new goals, new things to start working towards, new action to take. So why are you getting so caught up on this one thing, thinking that that will be the pinnacle? The top of one mountain is the bottom of another mountain. Seriously, life will always feel like a chase, like you lack something, like you need something to happen in order to feel a certain way internally. If you don't start with the foundation within inside yourself, if you don't build that foundation within inside yourself, you're always going to feel like you chase something and that you lack something. So start with the foundation, which is you. Literally you. Start spending time in presence and developing that internal feeling of wholeness and connectedness and alignment and centeredness. You may never be fully satisfied with the things that you get externally, the things that you achieve externally, especially if you are an ambitious person. But if you compare that to the inner peace that you know is developed when you spend time in presence and spend time with yourself and start building that foundation internally, like when you develop that inner satisfaction, then it doesn't matter. You go out, you take action from this place of wholeness, you achieve your goals, you take action towards your goals, knowing that there's more to get to, there's more to experience, because there always will be. But you just take that action from this place of wholeness, knowing that your happiness, your fulfillment, your joy, your satisfaction is not dependent upon reaching those goals, getting to the destinations that you want to get to. You are inner peace. It comes from within you. There's nothing you need to get out there to make you realize that. You may not be satisfied with what you have or the places that you get to because you want more, you want to grow, you know that there's more to experience. But if you can find that satisfaction within inside yourself, you are satisfied with who you are, you know that you are whole, full, and complete now, that is more valuable. And I feel like only when you get yourself to that point is when you can take action confidently, being able to enjoy the process and the actual doing to getting to your goals. And because you don't have this needy, repelling energy while taking action, that's when things are drawn to you and you're able to connect with your intuition. You're able to be guided ultimately towards the best course of action, knowing that you're going to take the best step you possibly can in the moment to help you get to the destinations that you want to be in. Getting to your goals is great, but there's always going to be something else that you want. Understand this. So hopefully that can give you some confidence or just help you reduce the weight of getting to that one thing, because that one thing is just one thing. There's going to be something else that you want. So start with you, because you're going to feel like you're always chasing something or always lacking something, always in pursuit of something, unless you go to the root inside yourself and start developing a better relationship with yourself, realizing that you're whole now and you don't need those things out there to make you feel good within here. Learn to appreciate where you are and be genuinely where you are right now. Be grateful for where you are, look around, soak up everything that's going on in your life right now. You're never going to be in this moment again, and just be here, because you're going to get to where it is you want to go, and then you're going to want something else, and then you're going to get there, and then you're going to want something else. And it's just this journey of progression and growth and just evolving. So just be where you are and appreciate where you are, because things are going to change. You're going to grow, and you're going to be able to look back once you finally get to the places that you want to get to, and you're going to be like, wow, I should have been more grateful for what I had, or that was a very important stepping stone to getting to where it is I am. And it would have been nice to look around and actually express more gratitude for what I had then, or who was in my life then, or the significant steps that I took in that moment to help me get to where it is I am right now. Maybe it would have been cool if I started documenting the journey so I could look back or be able to just see what I was thinking about or what my mindset was like when I was there, because now I'm here and I'll never be there again. So it's just an interesting perspective to have. Be grateful for where it is you are. Be here fully. Appreciate the step that you're taking. Be grateful for your journey. Be grateful for the ups and the downs that helped you get to where it is you are right now, and that will help you get to where it is you ultimately want to go. The version of you who you are right now, you're growing, you're getting better, you're taking action towards your goals. Eventually you're going to shift and mold, and your thoughts are going to change, your beliefs are going to change, and you're going to end up in the places that you want to be in. And then in order to take the next step and get to where it is you want to go after that, your thoughts are going to change, your beliefs are going to change. It's just all a journey of growth and self-development and getting better and improving and failing, falling flat on your face so you can grow and get better and continue to learn. So just be grateful for it all. Be grateful for your journey, because this is just life, and it's beautiful, and there's a lot to learn from it. So that's it. So that's all I really wanted to get across in this video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of the Presence of Being community. Sign up for the email list below if you want access to the limited quantity hats that are coming out soon. There's a Google form there also you can fill out, which will just give me a little bit of info on what kind of designs you want to see from me. If you have any comments, questions, anything, my DMs are always open. I respond to all my DMs on Instagram at Presence of Being. Join the community over there. And if you have any other comments, questions, or anything, you just want to chat, you can hit me up. And that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you in the next recording very soon.